What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got a nice competitive duel for you guys to check out. Not the highest level of competition here. I'm talking about like the tier 1 decks in the TCG or anything like that, but definitely good, solid decks that are competent. The deck at the top obviously needs no introduction. We got Dino DNA, and this is a pure version of dinosaurs at the top. Definitely a deck that can do some damage, but the deck I'm specifically talking about, and I think that it could become very meta relevant in the TCG soon, is the Yangzing version of True Kings at the bottom. Now, I don't necessarily think that this is the best version. This is the first version that I've really seen, because I kind of look at Brilliant Fusion and I'm just like, how does that card really even work with Yangzings? Like, I just don't really get it. I mean, he dead drew a Lazuli that I don't really think is going to do that much. I could be wrong, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not necessarily in love with like Brilliant Fusion in the deck, but I do kind of like the concept of Yangzings and True Kings kind of being thrown together, because obviously you can pop cards, Yangzings, when you pop them with your True Kings or with Diagram, obviously they kind of trigger, and this is one of the decks that's kind of popping up in the OCG. Obviously, Zodiacs have received so many nerfs in the OCG, the deck is like damn near unplayable. And then you have True Dracos, which just lost Masterpiece. They only got one copy, and they lost Diagram as well. So a lot of people are migrating to this build. Now let's go ahead and roll this. And again, take this build with a grain of salt, but this is just kind of showing some of the stuff the deck can do. Now you see turn 1, he just kind of set the Brilliant Fusion, and again, I don't really think that Brilliant Fusion really does that much. So it's not, in my opinion, a very strong opening, as he just kind of sets the Chi Win, and then he has his True King of Earth. So that's not a very good opening. I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that his opening hand obviously wasn't that powerful. But anyways, let's see exactly how the Dino DNA player is going to fire back. He just pretty much went with Oviraptor, and that was kind of it. I mean, he searched, but he didn't really throw down any monsters. He doesn't seem to have any big boss monsters in the deck, but being able to go into Chi Win and then making that into an Ultimaya is a really strong play. Now let me just pause for a second. This is something that kind of triggers me constantly. I don't understand why people make Ultimaya Tezoken and then they'll activate their only spell. Like, I don't even care if that spell is a pot of, you know, if it's like a pot of desires or something that even gets you more cards. Why not just set the card, get your free copy of Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, and then activate it? I don't know. It's just, that just kind of triggers me there. But let me go ahead and keep on rolling this. So he ends up drawing cards because he has the Yangzing Path, and he gets a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. I thought that he should have had enough to control the duel just off that, and you see obviously him being able to blow up Suwani, get Chi Win is looking pretty nice. His opponent does top deck a copy of Darkhold, which could honestly like ruin his entire board, but he doesn't even need to do that. He has the ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and this thing does so much work. I think I've actually undervalued Tyranno as a boss monster, just being able to kill 3 cards by itself and then do 3,000 damage simultaneously. I looked at this and I was like, the duel looks like it could have actually been over. I mean, that was a nice counter push. I possibly, like, I think I would have made honestly, my opponent having 5 cards and a Diagram, I think I probably would have made Lagia just to kind of stop, or maybe Doka. I definitely wouldn't have just left the 2 dinosaurs. Actually, I think Doka might have been better. You see he's able to easily recover Chi Win, activates that second copy of Yangzing Path, and the counter traps actually give this deck a lot of plays that it doesn't. Like, it gives it a lot more lockdown, especially if you can go into True King of all calamities, and then you can back that with like a Yangzing, or excuse me, a 9 branches. Like, that's a really strong play. And you see he is going to get 2 True Kings on the field. That obviously gives him the ability to, you know, go into True King of all calamities, which it's a strong card. I still think that people, they kind of overstate how easy it is to kind of play around True King of all calamities, especially with not Cosmos, but with Kaijus in the game. It's a good stun card, but it's not like the be all end all. And then I believe he's going to summon a card that nobody saw coming, or at least, well, I saw it coming because I've seen this replay before, but he's actually going to summon Crystron Gander, which was just kind of shocking. He's going to tear up Homeboy's graveyard, and he's going to banish his monster face down. And I believe that that Unending Nightmare is completely irrelevant because he has, you know, like 1,200 life points. Oh, no, excuse me, I was looking at the wrong life points, but it's not enough to survive regardless. But this is just kind of a first taste as to what the Yangzing deck can do, or excuse me, the Yangzing True King deck can do, because it might actually be a deck that you start seeing in the TCG when Zodiacs get a ton of nerfs and when you know, True Dracos start getting hits, because I don't think anybody thinks that Masterpiece is going to be at 3 by the end of this year. We already know we're going to get another ban list before the end of the year, and I don't think that this is the best version. I just think that the concept of Yangzings and True Kings can be one that work pretty well together, especially because the Yangzings just, they benefit so much from the True Kings, and like everything is worm, so you know, there's more synergy there too, especially if you play some of the True Draco spells and traps, which you saw a little bit of him playing some True Draco cards. I don't think like Masterpiece or anything. The spells and traps definitely can work outside of just Diagram. But anyways, just wanted to show you guys this, give you guys a little introduction. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, the deck, of course, if you're interested in checking it out, again, I take it with a grain of salt. I don't think this is a very good version. It's just kind of to see how it might actually look. It'll be in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already.